Hello, 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 everyone. We are live. We are live. Let me lower the volume. That should be enough. Little sound check. 1 2 1 2. All right. All right. Excellent. Hello, everyone. How's everybody's day going so far? I just ran a little, like, last minute to the stream because I was setting myself up on the TBC Beta. That's right, folks. Today we are going to be playing on the beta for the first time. I finally got the beta. I know it's 3 weeks before it starts, but hey, what can you do? That's when they decided to give it to me, But today we are going to be doing just that. And my character from Classic. I did my macros. I did like all of my stuff and whatever. So we basically have like the exact copycat, like the exact character that I would be having at the launch of TBC, right? So the exact same gear, the exact same setup and whatnot. And I want to try to get into a like Hellfire Citadel to see if like what would it feel like to be in Hellfire Citadel with the gear that I have, because I plan to like dungeon farm in order to get to 70 as much as possible. So it's like, yeah, Fred Rush of the bat, when it's gonna come out, I'm gonna get on this guy and like run into Hellfire Citadel kind of thing. That's the plan. With a group with probably like a tank, DPS, and like whatever. And I want to have a feeling right now what would feel like to heal this with the gear that I currently have. So that's the first thing I want to try out, because that way it's going to help me out figure out, is there more preparation I need to do? If it feels really good and it feels easy and smooth and whatever, then I might not have to change anything and do more preparation, because I'm going to know that my character is ready and it feels good. So it's going to be our first try that we're going to do. But before we start, I just need to go pick up a tea. It was brewing and my timer is ringing right now, so I'm going to go pick up the tea and I'll be right back in just a second. All right, chat. Oh, 1 second. We have to close the light. Alrighty. We are live. We are okay. We're back. Everything is dealt with. There's only one thing that's a little weird for me to deal with right now. It's because my fiance thinks she's a cat, and she just keeps meowing everywhere over there. She thinks it's gonna be funny, because then stream is gonna think that I have a cat or something. I'm not too sure what to do with this. Should I just let her have her fun, I guess? Alrighty. So, hey, let's dive into it. TBC, what does it look like? What does it feel like? Look at that. Look at this, chat. I am in Stormwind. Let's increase the volume a little bit. You know what, chat? Oh, okay. I'm not sure what to do with this. Well, that's not a good start. Okay, let me try something else. Let me exit the game and relog into it and see if it changes anything. And I'm gonna go in no music today, chat. We want to try to see if we can hear the music from the game. All right. Let's see if my Streamlabs picks it up this time. We're all hearing the music. Hmm. All right. Well, that's not great. So as you can all hear from the music, I am in the game. I am currently playing. I'm casting some spells, you know. But apparently my stream is not picking up the game. Hmm. I try to bring it back. Gonna try a few screens, change it a little bit, change the thing. Still doesn't capture. Okay, let me try to see if I can find a way to fix this. So what does that look like? Does that work? Nope, just a blank screen. Okay. So we know that this one doesn't work. Let's try a different one. So what about this? I assume I'm gonna try to give it 2 seconds, see if it loads. It doesn't seem to load. Alright, that's not good. Well, this is a little awkward. Sorry, people. I did not think that would happen. I was afraid there would be a problem, and it seems to be that there is one, so that really sucks. Sorry. Before I loaded the game today, for some reason I did like the the updates. I went live, I did all my things and whatever, and for some reason when I did that, I had a pop-up on my screen that says like, because it changed the color scheme of my computer and whatnot, and it says that it might have like bring in some problem with Streamlabs, and apparently it did. So okay, so Classic WoW works. Classic WoW works. It's really just TBC that doesn't work. All right, so sorry to disappoint, chat, but it seems that there will not be any TBC today because my I just can't make it work on I just can't make it work with Streamlabs right now. I really don't know what happened. I don't know why it's doing this or anything, but yep. Okay, let me see if I can let me see if I can like change the title of this stream. I don't know how to do this, but if there's anyone in chat that knows actually how to change the title of the stream, because I don't want to like, be a clickbait and stuff for people. All right, we'll just roll with it. I don't want to make you all lose even more time. You already lost enough time just waiting for me to see if I could make it work, and it doesn't. So, all right. So the other plan is yesterday or today was the reset. So we have still Onyx's lair that is that is on reset and stuff, but technically we still have like ZG, AQ20 and all of that stuff to do. So so we're gonna see if we can get in a group of that. I don't think there's gonna be an MC or anything, but maybe a ZG, maybe an AQ20 would be nice. So let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find. So there is an MC, but I don't think I want to do an MC tonight because I don't have time. So did anything special happen to you folks today? Anything special or not special? Just, tell me about your day. How did it go? For me so far, the day's been good. It's been kind of a busy day though. I've managed to get some work done with. I don't know if y'all remember, but yesterday I told you guys that that was a good news that I got a kind of like positive response to a publication process from one of my articles. But they do require a lot of like changes to be done to my article before resubmitting it to see if it can be published. And today I started working on some of these changes to try to see what I could do, how I could, like improve the paper and stuff like that. So today I started doing that a little bit. It's been moving a little slower, but it's like I decided to include a one of my translations of classical Japanese, and I needed to kind of like go back into my document and find like the quotes that would be helpful and all that stuff. So today was more like reorganizing this, making sure that I set myself up for like whenever I'm gonna be writing the new version of the paper, so that it's like as quick as possible by making sure that it's very structured and whatnot. So that's kind of the plan. That's what I did a little bit today. Gonna ask in my guild, see if there's anyone that would like to do a ZG or an AQ20. Because with the amount of time that we lost trying to figure out what's going on with the stream, I don't have much time to do anything else than that. So we're gonna see if we can find a group for that. So far, there's nothing, but. Sorry, I'm a little sorry, chat. I'm a little distracted right now, looking in the chat, making sure that making sure that I don't miss my chance to get into a group and getting something done with the stream tonight. It's really not what I planned for, so. You're looking for AQ20. We don't do this. I'm trying to. Maybe there could be 2 people from my guild that might be interested. The thing is, I don't want to be the leader of the group. I know it's. Did he say AQ20 or did he say ZG? He said AQ20. The reason why I don't want to. I don't want to be the leader of the group, but it feels like I'm gonna be, is because I don't know how to do an SR sheet. Oh, not great. Would you happen to know how to do an SR sheet? So I want to convert to raid. Convert to raid. Yep, that's what we want. I want to give this person to assist. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out how to do an SR sheet. So soft res IT. I want to do for AQ20. I want to do alliance. I want to do 2 presets. No presets. Create. Get paid to an item, and I want gloves of dark wisdom. Trying to set up an antenna of invigoration. Okay, looking for more AQ20. I actually kind of don't want to do this. I don't want to like. Yeah, I don't want to run the group. I've been honest with the guy of my guild, so like, dude, I don't want to lead right now. Like, I don't want to have to take care of it. I'm streaming. I would want to just be chill and like whatnot. So I kind of told him, do you want to lead or do you want me to just disband group? Because Yeah, sorry folks, I know I'm kind of focused. That's why I don't want to raid league, because I don't want to be in this mindset. Okay, our other paladin said that she'll want to lead. That way I don't really have to worry about, you know, like, I don't know, like the looking for people and all of that stuff. Where's our okay, so I don't know, we have this guy, you know, doing the thing. So I guess we'll see how it goes. All right, chat. So sorry, I know it's been kind of a weird start to this stream. Yeah, chat. We're just not gonna make it happen. I don't know. I feel like I can't be focused on two things at the same time, of like dealing with this and doing all that stuff, whatever, and then being there, you know, on stream, being chatty, being my normal self, and like whatever. And on top of that, you know, it's like, you know, the beginning of the stream kind of like put me off a little bit. We're already 30 minutes in, and like nothing's happening, technical issues. I don't know. It just I don't want to have to be in that mood, and I only have an hour, and like building the group is gonna take an hour, and then taking probably another hour and a half to do the content, whatever. So anyway, I don't want to have to be dealing with any of that stuff and feel like crap. So I'd rather just not be in that group. Maybe try to see if we can, you know, still find one or something like that. But I think it's gonna be easier that way. So outside of that, how's everyone doing today? I am sad that like we're not able to you know, like do some TBC tonight, but yeah, what can you do? What can you do? And I really wanted to try and you know, like that thing that I really wanted to do was to be able to find out like what it would feel like to heal with this guy on a TBC dungeon. Yeah, I wanted to see if it would okay, now for us. Yeah, I wanted to, you know, I had like I'm really wondering how hard is, like there's a lot of people that are going to be coming into TBC, you know, they have like, they already have tier 3 gear and they're going to have like a tier 3 tank and like, you know, crazy DPS is going to be super smooth and like all that stuff and whatever, they're going to power through the content like it's nothing. And like because I started playing late, I basically started this guy, you know, like 3 weeks ago or a month ago, then I didn't have the chance to get like really good gear and to get my you know, like this guy like ready and like all that stuff. So I was kind of like worrying that when the new content is gonna come out, I'm gonna be there but without the crazy gear that's gonna be able to navigate stuff. And maybe with like, you know, level 60 blue dungeon gear, no raid gear, no nothing, then maybe like it's gonna be really hard for me as a healer to just pop in, you know, and heal. So I wanted to be able to try it out. I wanted to go out there, to go in Outlands and try it out, you know, see if I'd be able to heal, see I would have any problem and doing all of that stuff. And ultimately, you know, I mean, we won't be able to test it, unfortunately, but that's really the one kind of like really first thing I really wanted to try. But I think that I might be just I think I'm just gonna go do some fishing, you know, just doing some fishing and see if we can get some good loot. I know that there is a like if you run along the shore of STV, you can have like you know, like wreckages and stuff that are floating around, and if you fish in them, you actually can get pretty good loots. So I think we're just gonna do that. I think we're just gonna go, like, you know, we don't have a lot of time left anyway, so we're just gonna take it chill, not get into something, not get ourselves into a, you know, a group for anything, and really just go and relax with some fishing. And, you know, maybe it's gonna give us an idea as well of like, you know, maybe I won't be able to fish, like I'll fish just a little bit, but with whatever time we have and we just fish in these places, how many gold are we able to make, and that could give us an idea maybe of you know, gold farming before pre-patch using fishing. So let's see what it will do for us. Let us just do that. You know, one thing I want to do, since we're not going to be healing anyway, I want to do the anathema thing and like click on it and see what the cooldown is. Actually, let me check on that, because I don't want to, like, you know, fool myself up too much. Anathema benediction cooldown. Let's see what's the cooldown on that stuff. Oh, it's a 30 minutes cooldown. Shared cooldown, anathema 2 and stuff. It's only a 30 minutes cooldown, so we're definitely gonna do that. You know, it's not, I basically don't have any shadow spell outside of like Mind Blast of, if I'd be a shadow priest it'd be different, but you know, just for the sake of it, just for running around with a different looking staff, because we can, you know. So that's it. Let's just click on it. Let's see what this new stuff of us is gonna look like. All right, so this is what it is, and we click on it, and then boom, there we go. Anathema, 30-minute cooldown, and now we have a staff with 69 increase shadow damage spell and 7 MP5. The MP5 is actually pretty good, so I'm quite happy about that. I'm wondering how much like Stitches is actually going to like kill us. I mean, we're gonna get a loot from it. I guess that's something. I really thought it'd be easier to kill for, you know, someone that's literally 15 level above it, you know? Oh, we just get its femur, which it's, you know, it's a collector's item kind of thing, you know? Not the coolest, not the most impressive, but hey. I'm sure not a lot of people can say that they have Stitch's femur in their bags, but we do. Okay, like what the hell? I'm trying to listen. Oh yeah, I like this song. I like this guy actually. He makes a few good songs. What's his name? James Flamestar. He's for those who don't know him, like I didn't know him before using this app pretty much for the stream. But there's a few songs that he does that are really good. They're all like, they have like a really chill beat, but they're like, you know, sometimes they have, I was looking for example for like when I did my fishing guide, and for those who don't know, my fishing guide is up on YouTube. If you exclamation mark fishing in the chat, it will give you a YouTube link to my fishing guide that I did for basically preparing you for fishing blitzing 0 to 300 on an alliance level character before the pre-patch. If you want to know how, then it's the perfect guide for you. And on this guide, I wanted to have some like background music that was really chill and relaxed and stuff that was not DMCable. And I found like music by Harris Heller on I think it's called like Stream Beats is the system that he uses. You can find him on Spotify and like whatever, and it's music that he holds the copyright, which he gives to everyone to be able to use for his stream and YouTube content and whatever, because his channel is basically, most of his YouTube channel is about helping out like streamers and YouTubers and whatever on like doing stuff about what's the good gear, what stuff they would have to do, how to light up, to set up your webcam so it looks professional and like all that stuff. So his whole thing is about kind of helping streamers and YouTube like get set up and all of that stuff. So having a video on, you know, like having a like already usable music that is not DMCable is like, you know, fairly good. And he has a lot of good stuff. Like I actually really like the music that he creates in general, not just you know, not just his the stuff like for the streams or whatever. He just makes really good stuff. And yeah. So some of the things that we're looking for here to chat is we want to wow, this dude literally one shot at me. That was yeah, pretty much stood no chance there. It's okay. We got our dot on him. That should kill him. You know, our dots should kill him. And if it does, we're happy. Because there's no chance I'm going to win against these guys. You see, the guy literally ambushed me for all of my HP. Like, there's no way I'm going to win against him. But if I could get a kill just to, you know, piss him off kind of thing, then, you know, I'd be happy with myself. I don't want to mingle with these folks. I really just wanted to, I don't know. I thought the rogue was alone. He was like ganking on lobies and like whatnot. So I was kind of like, nah, man, I'm not gonna let it happen, you know. But then I tried and I got killed. So it really was. I didn't do anything like at all. I didn't help whatsoever. All right, let's put our fishing pole. We have some night crawlers to attract more fishes. And let's do this. Let's do this. And we're pretty much gonna become like an official fishing stream kind of thing, you know? Like for the last few weeks, it was about like getting our fishing to 300. Then we did it. Then yesterday we did something different by doing like a run, you know? And now we're back at it again. We're back at it just sitting here fishing. That's okay. It's kind of a relaxing things to do. Allows me to, you know, be a little more focused on the stream. Did a discussion with you folks. And I don't know how much these sage fish are doing. I think that they can sell pretty well because of the like sage fish delight, which is the 6 MP5 food. There's the night fin soon. The night fin soup is better for like consumables and whatnot, but because it's 8 MP5. But the sage fish one lasts for 15 minutes, and the night fin soup only for 10. So maybe some people still like to prefer to use the night fish one, but all right. So we're done with this one. Let's go on and continue. And yeah, but I know that you guys actually are not aware of that stuff, but yeah, I looked, you know, I was talking about this guy, like Harris Eller, that helps with like or Alpha Gaming is his like YouTube name, I guess, and he's helping like streamers and YouTubers and whatever to set themselves up for like new ones when you don't know what you're doing and whatnot. There's another guy that I've been following as well, and his name is Stream Scheme, and he's been also like super helpful and in a very similar way as the other guy. And I looked at their videos to kind of like how to make your webcam look more professional when you don't necessarily have like the greatest like webcam out there, which is my case. I have the Armcrest one that you can get. I got it on Amazon. I got it because it was like, you know, the cheapest. That got me like 10 ADP. It has this fisheye effect, which I thought was cool too. But anyway, part of the thing, you know, teaches you how to like set up the thing so the lighting in your room is like good and it fits and it doesn't become too bright. But one other thing that I did is actually there was a place where I could download 25 free filters, and there's actually a filter on right now. If I disable the filter, it's like a filter that's supposed to give like a kind of like ancient look effect, you know, like, you know, if you'd be looking at like these filters, like, I don't know, like on Instagram or like whatever, that is supposed to make your thing look older. And this is a stream this is the effect that I'm using, and I'm using it because I changed my light in my room, and the lights that I put in are actually so bright it kind of looks like a spotlight. So having something that's more that kind of tones them down a little bit, I feel like it makes it a lot less aggressive for the viewers in terms of the way it looks. But I think that it's also I don't know, like more like warm, more welcoming, a little less intense. It kind of like the fact that it looks a little older, and it's older, it makes it look a little bit more like brownish yellow, you know, like the color if you look like these old movies and old films and whatnot. And I think that there's like a warmth to it. And I thought that when I'd be, you know, doing my other kinds of content, like the educational content, like around tea and all that stuff that I'm preparing, having like a filter that is, you know, that gives a little bit more of like this ancient vibe just fits with the content I'm gonna be creating. You know, the content around classical Japanese philosophy and whatever. So yeah, just having something that brings in a like warm, cool, chill atmosphere is what I was looking for, and this is the one that I chose to use. So it's been very helpful. And if there's a few of you out there that are, you know, like watching me as kind of like this like new streamer trying to get yourself up, you know, like get like known and like to look professional in the way that you do your streams and all that stuff, then I really recommend these two channels. Like they're by far, of all the channels out there, they're by far the one that helped me out the most. So, you know, a little shout out to Alpha Gaming and Stream Scheme. Your videos really helped me out a lot, and I would recommend to anyone out there that is trying to do the same thing. And now the next thing that is up, and I was hoping we would have it ready for today, is the logo. Yeah, so I know for those who were there yesterday, you might remember that I was telling you that the logo stuff was basically almost done. I did send in what I hope to be the last revisions. It should be the last revisions because there's just one tiny detail that he needs to adjust, and he told me that it wouldn't take long and he would get to me back like relatively quickly, which I thought to me meant probably like within the same day, and that was 2 days ago. So I was expecting an answer today, but I didn't get it, which is fine. Like I think he has like when I go on his profile on Fiverr, I think that it says that there's like 15 orders pending or something like that or whatever. So he seems to be a pretty popular logo designer on Fiverr. So I think he's just very busy, and I don't know if maybe I gotta ask him just for fun, but I don't know if he does it like full time or anything of the like. But anyway. So this is the next thing up for me with the innovation with respect to, you know, like the stream, the YouTube, and it's something I'm super excited about. It's one of the things I'm the most excited about, to be honest, is having the logo out there ready for us to be able to enjoy. Of course. Of course, what do you expect? The moment you start doing content on STV, it means you're gonna get ganked. So, it had to happen. I don't think I can open this while dead. I can't. I really like this song too. I don't know who sings that, but let me check it out. Who sings that? It's Abstraction. Abstraction also makes a lot of like really cool oh, and it's called Falling for Her is the name of the song. It's for you, baby, because I'm falling for you every day. What do you mean? Ooh, don't try to act all tough because you're on stream. If I'd said that to you any moment, you'd be like, oh baby, you're so cute. It's corny? Okay, whatever. What are you doing? You are? I heard you. Don't forget your tea. Yeah, and bugs me too. I don't know how to change the title of the streams, and I was just like, you know, first up's in Outland, and here I am freaking fishing in STV, you know? So the greater, I'm trying to see. Yeah, see, the raw greater sagefish delight gives you this sagefish delight, which used to, I don't know if it is anymore, because, you know, like it used to be when we were like rating like MC and BWL, all that stuff, like in phase 1 and like whatnot, then this was the consumable for healers. It's one of the things that you really wanted to have to like smooth out the run, having to drink a little less and like all of that stuff. So but I'm not sure if it's still the case. I think because I remember last time, okay, so you know when we did the fishing journey, right, when we did all of that stuff, the fishing stream, leveling to 300, we got we basically got like two, probably something around the lines of like freaking, I don't know, like 1200, you know, like fishes or whatever in total. There was like a lot of fishes in my bag, but there were all sorts of fishes. You know, you had the night fin one, you had for the night fin soup, you had the raw sun scale poached salmon for the poached salmon recipe and whatnot. And two of them, which was one of them was the poached salmon. For a stack of 20 fish, I sold them basically like, I think it was like 15 gold. So already there, just by selling these, I did like, I think I did almost like 100 gold just by selling the fishes that I got from leveling my fishing. And out of that, I did do night fin soup for myself, and I did do night fin soups for, you know, just kind of like to put it out there for selling and like all of that stuff. And all of it sold very, very well. So yeah, it's something I'm definitely gonna mention like in the comments, in the guide. I'm not gonna add it up in there, like, and I'm not gonna like re-edit the video and re-upload it, whatever. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna leave it as it is, but in the description I'm gonna add that like just selling all the fish, even if you don't want to, like, after leveling your cooking, you know, you level all of that stuff and like whatever, and after leveling your cook it to 300, you just cook whatever you have in your bag and you put it out there, and people are gonna buy it. I did almost 100 gold just doing that, so it's definitely worth it. You want to bet that these guys are gonna attack me again? Of course. At least we got one pissed, I guess, by fearing him into the water. That's the only consolation I can have. But yeah, and I can't wait. The other plan for today was, you know, if I don't manage to get into a group to do like level 60 what's it called, level 60 Hellfire Citadel with you know, like the gear that I have to test out what I wanted to test out. My goal was, if I don't get to do that because I can't find a group or whatever, then I just wanted to do arenas. This is what I wanted to try and do, arenas, get it out there, trying some stuff up, trying to get a feel of like what priest would look like, get some experience under my belt under the official thing releases and whatnot. So that was the goal, and so I was excited to be able to find. It's been so long. It's been more than a year that I've done arenas in World of Warcraft. You know, not been a year. It's been like 8 months. About the last time I did arenas was basically the last season of BFA when I got 2.4k with Alfred, with my friend who played Elemental Shaman, not played Holy Priest. That's the last time I did arenas. Since then, I quit playing retail, and I quit playing the game basically altogether. Yeah, pretty much a year ago from now. So being able to return to my return to the thing that I love the most about World of Warcraft, which is arenas in TBC, I'm actually so pumped and I'm so happy. I'm so excited. It's absolutely crazy. And I don't really know, like, I still don't know what my friend Zolkir is going to do, but I know that another friend of mine, which I don't know what his name is in game is, but his name is Steve, so I'm just gonna call him Steve. It's random enough, so you know it's widespread enough that people won't be able to like find him or something. But yeah, Steve is he's going to boost himself a rogue, and he's gonna hop on my server so we can do arena together. So I'm officially going to have a team of rogue priest, which is absolutely insane because rogue priest in TBC and 2v2 is actually very, very strong. It's one of the really good comps out there. And you know, with rogue priest, you can pretty much pair it with so much stuff. You can pair it with a warlock to do rogue priest lock, which is a very good comp. You can obviously debatably the best 3v3 comp in the game is RMP. So, you know, if I have that, just need to find ourselves another mage that'd be willing to queue with us. And with that mage, we'll be able to do RMP, which is like the best comp of 3v3. And Steve is a good like arena player. Used to be very good like back in the day. I remember, I think it was in Wrath of the Lich King or MoP. In Wrath of the Lich King, it was okay. But in MoP, he actually kind of like was pretty good. He was playing with like some of the big names out there, like in like 5v5 events and like whatever. So anyway, it was... He's a good player, so I'm excited to be able to play with him in this context in 2v2 in one of the good comps, you know, for arena. So it's not just that, you know, it's not just that we'll be able to go back to arena and like do all that stuff, which is something I've been so excited about, but it's also that like I'm actually going to be teaming up with a friend of mine that has good arena experience. So we'll be in a position where we have a chance of actually pushing something, you know, pushing for some rating and get the gear that we want. So very exciting stuff. Yeah, man, there's a lot of fish in that little whirlpool. I know that like TBC is such a like a comp dependent. It's gear, but it's especially comp dependent in terms of its arena setting. So I know, for example, I was watching Cargo's podcast, and for those who know, Cargo's is he always does these kind of like really long, like 2-hour podcast, taking people of like different, you know, like classes of different stuff. I know that, for example, he's gonna do like a priest podcast, and then he's gonna do a like a mage podcast, a hunter. So he does like all of these like class specific podcasts. And I know that when he did the priest podcast, he had a priest that did PvP, a priest that did PvE, mostly raiding and all of that stuff. So he's trying to get like as much opinion out there. And then he's kind of asking like, okay, so what would you guys recommend? What are the good builds? So it's very in-depth with people that have been playing TBC for a long time on private servers and that have experience in like an arena and high-end raiding and like whatnot. So he's getting some big names out there and asking them some like really cool question that they get to talk about with one another. And one of the podcasts was on like PvP in general. So it wasn't on a specific class, but it was just like in PvP in general. And when they did it, they were kind of like, okay, so what are the, you know, what's the good stuff? What's the good comps? What's going on? What do you recommend to people? And what they said was like, you know, when they asked both people that were there, I think it was a druid and a something else, a druid and another class that they were interviewing. I just don't remember exactly which one it was. And when they asked them, like, oh, what's the best comp in 3v3, like what's the best comp, and they automatically, both of them automatically answered RMP. Like rogue, for those who don't know, RMP is rogue mage priest. So all of them without hesitation for 3v3 best comp, they all said RMP. And apparently the way TBC Arena works is that like, so RMP might be the best comp out there, and the reason why it's the best 3v3 comp out there seems to be because it's the comp that has the least amount of counters, while it counters as much comp as possible. it counters a lot of comp while not having a lot of counters themselves. So I remember them saying, for example, like, oh, you can play like WLD, which is if it's not, people are debating whether WLD or which is Warrior Lock Druid, or RMP, which is like the best comp between the two. But I think people were saying, like, if you're playing WLD, you get countered by RMP pretty hard, but you also get countered by Shadow Priest comps that have a lot of purges and like are spreading dots everywhere, and you're gonna have a hard time winning against another class which I don't remember. So there are particular comps that are very detrimental to you, and even like double healer warrior or something like that or whatever. But like RMP is gonna be very good against pretty much all comp except for, and I'm saying bullshit here, I don't know if it's actually the case, I'm just trying to give example. It's like RMP is really good, but it's gonna lose very easily to like hunter comps. So hunters is going to be your big counter as RMP, but against all the rest you have a chance, and you're gonna be the ultimate counter for like WLD. Like, and what these guys were saying on the channel, on the podcast, was in TBC, it's like when you get countered by a comp, it's like you can be like, you're gonna win if you're like the best players in the world and you're making absolutely crazy outplays and you have some insane RNG. So if everything goes your way, like if everything goes your way, there's a chance that you'll be able to win the game. But the other team can pretty much do like everything wrong and you'll still have a chance to win. Fireheart player is so lame. I'm literally there fishing, doing nothing, minding my own business, and this absolutely overgeared warlock just come and like tear me apart for like no reasons. I guess some people get some kind of emotional satisfaction for doing stuff like that. I just don't. So I don't understand. I don't understand the people that do it because I don't get satisfaction while doing that myself. But anyway, yeah. So what they were saying is like, so RMP might be like the best comp in the game, but if you're countered by a specific comp, which for example would be a double healer warrior, so I would tend to think that double healer warrior counters RMP pretty hard. And if it is the case that it does, then it's like no matter how good of an RMP you are, like the other team can play like crap, they can overlap defensive, they can do whatever, and most likely they're still gonna win. That you can play an almost perfect game with like really good players and the other team is just gonna win even if they suck just because they have a better comp. So a lot of TBC arena feels like that. It's very comp dependent, and you still have a chance to win if you play perfectly and the other team plays like trash. But the higher you go into the ladder, the least likely that's gonna happen. So there are some matchups that is just like, oh, we're playing against this, there's nothing to do, we're just gonna lose. And from what they seem to be saying, the comp that gives you that feeling the less is RMP, and that's why they consider it the best comp. Although WLD is like arguably stronger as like, because there's a warlock on the team literally, RMP is still stronger because of that. And I know that, so basically the main team comps, the top stuff that's out there is RMP WLD, right, which is absolutely insane. Then you have a double healer warrior and double healer hunter, that is apparently really strong as well. Outside of that, you have Shadowplay, which is Warlock, Shadow Priest, and Healer. And I think it's either with a Druid or a Priest. I'm not sure. I think both works. And we saw this weekend. For those who didn't know, last weekend there was a tournament for Classic TBC. it happened during the weekend of the actual like tournament, so like lots of people kind of like missed it, and there were some big names that weren't able to be there. But yeah, like there's a lot of people that recorded it. Like Zarya was in the tournament, but he didn't get picked to play, ironically enough. Like he didn't get picked to play, so he just casted the tournament along with other people. But like Hydra, I watched Hydra because he mains Priest, so I wanted to have an idea of what Priest felt like. And he was playing MLD, so Warrior Mage Priest. Warrior Mage, he was playing MLP, so Major League Mage Lock Priest. And they won the tournament. So they won the tournament as Mage Lock Priest, and Mage Lock is not usually considered as one of the really amazingly strong comps. Like it's usually not really there in comparison to like WLD and RMP and whatever, but they actually won. They won the entire tournament. So, I mean, maybe there's going to be some surprises, you know, of stuff we don't really know, we haven't really heard from, or something like that, and maybe it's going to be some cool stuff that's going to give us a little bit of variation, you know. But yeah, I was talking earlier that like, so I'm really happy my friend Steve is going to join me on my server, and that way we'll be able to do some Rogue Priest in 2v2. But my good friend Zolkir, who followed the stream last time, he has he's really debating whether he's gonna play his warrior or whether he's gonna play a shaman. He wants to play a shaman pretty badly, but he won't be able to invest like a lot of time, and you can't boost a shaman because you can't boost Draenei or Blood Elf characters, so he's gonna have to level it up, and he's not sure he's gonna have the time to be able to invest into that. But anyway, all of that to say that if he plays a shaman, he's going to play enhance, most likely, as I know him, and I kind of have no clue what enhancement priest feels like. You know, maybe it sucks, maybe it's good, maybe it's I actually have no clue. But do you think these sell? These can't possibly sell. I could DE them for mats and then sell the mats, but I think that's probably the only thing I can do that'd be decent, is DE the stuff and then just sell the mats. All right, let's move on. I know that it's we want to be able to fish for the wreckage. So the wreckage gives you these toolboxes and these boxes that I've kept opening, and in them you can find pretty valuable stuff. If I remember, I don't know exactly what sells, but I know you can get very lucky with these stuff and give you like a lot of like some decent loots and whatnot. So if it's the case, then you just like vendor, you know, these stuff on the auction house and potentially do some good money with it. So that's what we're hoping. Still have 25 minutes to go to the stream, so we most likely won't be able to go all the way through, but normally what you want to do is do the entirety of the east shore and the west shore of STV. So you start from the top, you go all the way to the bottom, you follow this, you follow the coast, you get into Booty Bay, and then you want to like up here and do the same thing all the way here, and then you just Earthstone and go to somewhere else. So it's not too long, you know, to be able to do that, but obviously if you get ganked non-stop like I did, then it's gonna take longer. And what you want, I'm fishing everything because I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to get kind of like as much money as I can by just fishing fishes and maybe putting on the auction house or whatever. I don't think it's going to give me a lot, but you know, it's still that. So I'm trying to just fish for anything that I can, but technically I think that you're not really looking for that. You're not looking for any single fish possible. You're more looking for the wreckage stuff. So when this thing spirals like this, it's a particular school of fish. You're not looking for a school of fish specifically. You're looking for the one that has a lot of wreckage in it, because it gives you the the boxes that I had that I was opening. So you can always stop and fish for these, because I'm pretty sure they still sell decently. So you can get decent amount of gold with it. So it's still worth it, but it's not the stuff that has the more chance of giving you some cool stuff. But I bet they're gonna attack me. Oh no, okay. I'm gonna go back to my traditional fishing outfits. Bring good memories back to the stream. My Admiral hat. There we go. There we go. Now we're back in the mood. Now we're back on our fishing mood. Yeah, so my friend, I was saying, my friend, he's gonna be, he's considering leveling a shaman. I know that like warriors are really good, right? And I know that like everybody knows that like warrior druid is like a really, really, really amazing comp. But like people have kind of been saying like, oh, warrior druid is like really good. And everybody remembers warrior druids to be amazing. But when I hear like the podcasts of people that have been kind of like doing it for a while and like whatever, when I hear people on these podcasts, like the Kargas podcast and whatever, they don't seem to be bringing these kind of stuff. It's got, yeah, people remember it to be very strong, and it is a very strong comp, but it's kind of like there's a lot of stuff that beats that kind of thing, you know? And I know that I've seen people like on private servers and whatever, I've seen people go kind of like all the way to like a 3k rating playing something like Rogue Priest. I'm not sure exactly what's the counter to Warrior Druid, but people have kind of like, I don't know, they don't seem to be as impressed as like a lot of people just talk about that, and like the people that are playing the game extensively are kind of like not anymore. But I'm going to probably alt. I want to alt a druid potentially, because I do have a druid that's level 60, so I probably would like to do that. But I want to main my priest like for sure, and if he plays either an Enhancement Shaman or Warrior, I'm gonna have to play that on my priest. So I don't know what it's gonna feel like as, you know, like priest warrior. I have a feeling that it's gonna be good. I don't see why it will be bad, because it's like warriors are like one of the best 2v2 classes and 3v3 classes for that matter on it's one of the best class on for arenas in TBC, like easily. And priest is also like one of the best class for arena very easily. And so putting them together, like in my mind, it's kind of like it can't go wrong. You know, you have two of the best classes in the game for PvP that you team up with one another. They won't have the same synergy as Druid Warrior for sure. They definitely don't have the same synergy, but hey, like it can't be bad. Like, I don't know, at least that's how it feels, but maybe it's just wishful thinking, you know? So these wreckages chat is actually what we're looking for. These wreckages is the potential gold makers. I don't remember. I know it was because you loot like these boxes and like all that stuff. Like I know that's where you get your money from. It's from the loot boxes. But I don't know exactly what in these loot boxes is going to give you and yeah, you get the chance of still looting, you know, like fishes and whatnot, but Strangle kelp. What the hell is this? Well, so far this one has definitely not been profitable. Let's just say that. But I like if I'm really curious as to whether you know, like how profitable is fishing going to be in TBC? Because, like, you know, we've done the leveling for fishing, for cooking, and like all of that stuff, but you know, like, I kind of like it. I don't know, it kind of grew on me. I never liked like fishing before, whatever, but you know, sometimes you just, especially like for streams and whatever, it's like, it's cool when you can log in the game and not like, I don't know, it's not just like go rushing crazy stuff and like, you know, these crazy pulls and killing stuff. You just sit there, you fish, you do your little thing, and you just, you know, like, not care. And like, I don't know, it's such a chill way. It might not be the most profitable, the most optimal or whatever, but it's such a chill way of like doing gold. You just sit there and you chit chat while you do this, and I don't know, it's just, I like it. Damn, this wreckage has not given us one box to open. It has given us 2 Rumsey Rum label, black label, which I know is big because that's the best. That's one of the consumables, the best consumable for you to use for twinks. So twinks at level 19, you pop a Rumsey Rock label. If you look at it, there's no level requirement, and they give you 15 stamina. Like even the gear that I have at level 60, like, doesn't give me 15 stamina. So this is 15 stamina, which stamina is like the most important stats for twinks. It's like you give 15 stamina to a level 19 is a huge boost. Little of a dangerous maneuver we're doing right now. But hey. We like to live dangerously, chat. Oh, yeah, another wreckage. And we're getting a lot of these. We're getting a lot of these Rumsey Rum Black Label. I don't know if twinking is still a thing. Like, you know? Okay, we got one. We got one of these, let's see what's in it. Bolt of... I think these sell a lot, and especially now because like a lot of people are like leveling their professions, right? Like they're just boost leveling their professions for TBC, and a lot of people they don't want to like farm the stuff, particularly for stuff like tailoring and whatnot. That and tailoring is going to be big and very popular in TBC. So having these bolts is actually going to sell for quite a bit, I think. And I might still have bolts of my own in my bank. So if I do have on my alt, on my tailor alt, my tailoring kind of like bank NPC-ish. Ooh, what's this? Level 28 gun. Maybe it sells. I don't know. Maybe it sells. I don't think so, but... I think that so far in what we have, our biggest potential moneymaker is the bolt of cyclone, the bolts, but the Rumsey Rum Black Label I think is our next contender. I'm getting pretty hungry out here, chat. I think whenever the stream is gonna end, I like to make myself some good old Nutella toasts with bananas on top. So I think I'm gonna after the stream, I'm gonna go. First thing I'm gonna do is gonna go give some love and affection to my wonderful fiance, and then I'm going to make myself some Nutella banana toast. There used to be that. It's so sad because it's not here anymore, but like I used to have like a really good what's it called, like Nutella alternative that was at close to where my parents live in Montreal. So they live close to Montreal in Quebec, Canada, and they have this like organic food place, and they have their own organic version of Nutella, which it actually, in my mind, it actually tastes better than Nutella. It's so good, and it's like, you know, there's all that stuff of like, there's no like palm oil, and there's not like all that crap that's just added everything that is not only not good for your health, but it's not good for the environment, for environmental practices, whatever. So being conscious with the food that I buy so that I don't perpetuate, you know, like bullshit, going with this kind of food is actually very like, it's very big and it's kind of important. So I wish that I had this thing that I could buy and I could like stock up my place and whatever, but I don't have them. Maybe that's gonna have to do. Maybe whenever I come back to Montreal, I'm just gonna go to that place, buy like freaking, you know, like 10 jars of these and bring him back to Toronto. But maybe that's the play, chat. Maybe that's the move. Oh, floating wreckage. Chat, you think it's the wreckage that killed the dinosaur? A little foreseeable future for mass consumerism. You know, we just throw our shit in the water, and from that shit in the water, it just kills the environment and endangered species. You know, maybe just some little bit of a social environmental critique from Blizzard. Wow. Okay, I was so happy. I was like, oh, a mithril loot box is different than what we normally get. Maybe we'll be able to get some new stuff, you know. And then what do we get? 2 silver. Like, might as well have given me a stupid fish, you know. So I think we'll pretty much just have the time to make it to Booty Bay. And I think we'll pretty much, yeah, we'll like just have the time to make it to Booty Bay, then like fly back to Stormwind. It's gonna be the end of the stream pretty much. Sorry folks, I know that I'm the first one to be disappointed with not being able to play some TBC tonight. I need to figure out what happened. I need to figure out what happened so I'll be able to play, but yeah. I gotta miss it. Basically what happened, chat, is that I logged into, so before the whole thing started, I wanted to set myself up to make sure that, like, you know, stream would be working and that my character would be ready, because I didn't want to, like, I didn't know how to copy my character, you know, like on the TBC beta. I didn't know, like, you know, like what will be copied and like whatever. So I know that there's like macros and stuff that I wanted to have, like all of my macros that are here. So I wanted to get into TBC with all my macros ready, my character set up, all my keybinds already being put there and like whatever. So that was my goal. I wanted my character to be, I log in, it's all ready, you know, we can just play. You guys don't have to watch me do macros for basically, you know, like 45 minutes or something. So I did that right before stream. And the moment that I opened Classic WoW, there's been a pop-up on my computer. And the pop-up, it told me that it changed the color scheme of my computer. So playing TBC made my character switch, not my character, it made my computer switch to different settings. And so these settings were running. The settings were just like they're running, doing their things and whatever. And then I opened Streamlabs, you know, to set up myself for stream, getting prepared, like getting all my setup ready and like whatnot. And the moment that I opened Streamlabs, after I got this message, I never got this message ever before. But the moment I opened Streamlabs after getting this this message that I've never received before, it basically said like, oh, Streamlab will not function properly with these settings, and you need to either upgrade to Windows 10, because I'm still running Windows 7. You need to upgrade to Windows 10 or use this and like whatever in order for it to work. So the thing that, and I was kind of like, okay, like whatever, and I was hoping that everything is gonna be all right, kind of thing, because at this point I finished setting up my character basically 1 minute before I like started the stream. So I didn't have the chance to look into it. I didn't think it would do anything weird because I'm playing here right now, you know, like on the server, and everything is fine. Like there's no problem there. So I thought it would just basically do the same thing. And but obviously it didn't, because we're not there, because it doesn't work. So I need to check out what happens. Why is it that when I play TBC it changes like the color schemes and patterns and whatever in my computer? And that new, so what I'm assuming is that the new setup and color scheme and stuff that it forces me to use is the thing that makes it incompatible with Streamlabs. Because when I don't play TBC, I have no problem with Streamlabs, as you can see right now. I literally have no problem. So I have no clue what is the thing that makes it that way. But we're definitely gonna take some time tomorrow to fix this, you know, like during the day, making sure that we're gonna be ready for tomorrow night, because I really want to stream. I really want to stream TBC tomorrow night, you know, and do all these tests that I want to do. So we're just gonna fish the few whatever fishing pond we land as we make our way to STV. Not to STV, to Booty Bay. So we're just gonna fish whatever we land on, and whenever we reach Booty Bay, we're just gonna Earthstone to Stormwind, and it's gonna be the end of the stream. So we are almost there. I apologize for you, either if you're you know, coming in late, or seeing this on the VOD and you were here hoping to watch some TBC gameplay. Trust me when I say that I wanted to see some TBC gameplay too, so I feel your disappointment. But we're gonna get it fixed. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, cool, another Mithril lockbox. And I'm really curious, like, I'm actually really curious from the, from what we'll have done right now, right? Just right now with our, you know, like with our last minute improvised fishing journey down the coast of STV as a potential moneymaker. So it will have lasted about an hour, right? So in 1 hour we'll have done all the coast of STV all the way to Booty Bay. In that 1 hour of fishing, how many gold will we have been able to do? I'm actually really curious to see that, because that could just literally be a, you know, like a kind of like little guide stuff, you know, again you know, like, hey guys, you know, like I just released my fishing guide. Now I did fishing off the coast of STV for 1 hour, and it gave me, you know, like that amount of gold. So like these are the loots that I got. This is what I did. So that could be some potential, you know, guides that people would be interesting to watch. Is it still hot? A little bit. Hey, you what? You what? Your shoes? No, you can go now. Oh, no, go now. No, baby, it's okay. So we're gonna try fishing here, and that is going to be our last fishing spot stream. I don't think I'm gonna run around, see if there's any, you know, like maybe a potential I don't know, like a floating wreckage or something that's out of range that I don't see, but I think this is going to be our last little spot. Also, I got Stone Raven. For those who don't know, it's like a pole arm for level 47s, and it's a pretty cool, like, pole arms are like rare, but the stats are like really insane for stuff like druids and like leveling like red pallies and whatever. It's like, it's a really slow weapon. It's basically 3.30 speed, which is like really slow, which is good for paladins, and it doesn't matter for druids because they're basically stat sticks. And but the stats are like, you know, it has like 14 agility, 15 strength, 12 spirits, and like 7 whatever. It's a like lots of stats of so many different things. So for this kind of like out of the wild leveling druids that wants to do everything with one spec, like whatever, or for red pallies that needs a little bit of everything too, it's actually I think it's a kind of pretty good item. But I tried to sell at first. There was one of the auction house at 45 gold, so I just made, I'm gonna put it at 40, and obviously it didn't sell. I think it's way overpriced, but whatever. Then after that, I tried at 19.99.99 because there was one at 20 gold, and I was kind of like, oh, let's see at that price, and it also didn't sell. So I think I'm gonna try, maybe, I don't know, maybe putting it a little lower, something like I don't know, maybe something like 10 gold or 12 gold, whatever, see if it sells there. But I don't think I'll be able to sell much from that thing. But chat, this is it. This is I'm sorry, I had to improvise, you know, some last minute stuff for the stream. It was completely not planned. We ended up having a pretty chill fishing stream off of STV, just running off the coast and like whatnot. I'm going to be putting, so just for my own self in terms, in case I turn this into a guide, this is what we got, right? So after 1 hour of fishing, we got all of this stuff. So after 1 hour of fishing, we got all of this stuff here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be putting everything on the auction house. I'm not even going to cook them. Like, I could cook these, the raw grader, sagefish, whatever. I'm not going to cook anything. I'm just going to take whatever it is, raw, not do anything, not change it, not modify it, not DM. I'm going to put everything on the auction house and see what we come up with. And that way it's going to give us an idea of, you know, just chill fishing off the stream of the coast of STV for 1 hour. How many gold will that give us? And I'll update you with that probably either tomorrow if the stuff is already sold, or maybe the day after, depending on when I'm gonna be getting all my items back. But yeah, folks, again, I'm sorry. I hope we've been able to enjoy the chill stream and hear me, you know, rambling about all that stuff and all the stuff that I'm excited about for TBC. But I'm going to check out tomorrow during the day, see how can I fix this, what can I do with the problem that I have and whatever. And from there, we will try to make it work so TBC works tomorrow. And tomorrow night, if y'all are interested, I'm going to be there same time as usual, 10:30 PST, EST, 10:30 PM EST. It's kind of I don't know why it's a tongue twister, but I have a really hard time saying this. And until 12, and hopefully it's going to be some TBC gameplay. But chat, thank you very much for hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow night. Bye bye, thank you, and have a good night.